Like we said on our 2B review, she is a beast. We're gonna be running some bosses today against Modernia on a special interception. I got this idea from Soaks, where he's doing videos on a special interception bosses with new units, so I will probably start doing the same. A shout out to the homie. He's probably the fastest growing channel when it comes to nikke. Like really one shout out to him. He's doing an amazing job. So that said, let's run this. I'm going to show you two teams, one with a Drake, one with a Scarlet. Fully invested Drake, fully invested Scarlet. In fact, my Drake is a little bit more invested than a Scarlet because I don't have a helmet for the Scarlet. As all of you know, I'm still helmetless. We do live streams every single day for nikke and for a lot of gachas. Come and say hello. You have the links on top and on the description. Also consider joining. We're almost 3K, 3,000 subscribers. It's actually amazing. I never imagined myself doing this every day. It's still not a job, but I can see it being a job in less than a year if we keep things up, right? So like really thank you. Like I never imagined this could actually be turned into a job. When I started it, it was my goal from the beginning. I'm not gonna be your typical YouTuber of I didn't start for the money. No, I want money. But I thought it was almost impossible. I thought you either had to get super lucky or it would take like 10 years to do it. And we're here less than a year, making half a salary probably, if I will say. We're making between 300 to 600 a month, which I know in America is not a lot, but I'm a Spanish boy. So for me it's good. It's good. If I can get double that, I'm set. So let's run these bosses. Again, we're going to be running two teams. The first one is going to be Volume Must 2B Noir and Drake. Why Noir and Drake when you can run other better units in there just for the extra damage? So Noir, it's benefiting Drake. She's giving also as attack buff, which is nice. Then we're running Volume Must 2B. For 2B, you really need volume and you really need must. If you don't have those two units, it's really almost going to be impossible for her to shine when it comes to damage long term. Let me also show you. No investment into volume. The more you invest into her, the better that's going to be for also your 2B. No investment, well, also skills 444. Skill 675, which is decent, and no overload. I have the set ready. I don't have gear, but no investment into must. If you invest in must, it's going to affect a lot also to your 2B, so that's good if you can invest in her. Then we have our girl 2B, only one piece with critical and elemental. I got lucky on my first roll, and then I'm working on the other pieces. Skills 8, 7, 6. So you have to invest a lot into skill 2 and burst. Actually, all of the skills for her are going to be important, but if you can only invest into skill number 2 and burst. You can leave a skill 1 at 4 and then invest later into that. And then lastly, my Noir 555, 2 pieces overload, and my Drake fully overload, skill 756. As you can see, she doesn't have a really good, I don't even remember what she has in terms of overloaded pieces. So max ammo, critical, charge speed, which is bad, charge damage, max ammunition, attack, and then lastly hit rate, critical, and charge speed. So 50-50 when it comes to her. All of them are using cubes, but Noir, if I remember correctly. No, only Drake is okay. Let's put a Bastion cube, of course, on Drake, so it can be a little bit more of a even playing field. And let's go. Let's do a mock battle. I'm gonna be explaining things for Modernia, just in case you are a new player and don't know how to deal with her. There are a couple of tricks that you can use. As you can see, we're not running a healer. You don't need a healer for this boss. So first things first, when it comes to this fight, you click and you wait to skip until you see boots. You might be thinking, why would I skip the best part of the fight? Nikke has a lot of weird things when you skip at certain points that benefits you. For example, in Modernia, if you skip at that point, as you see, hands up, all my units are hitting the core. That's what you want. You don't want your units hitting the wings. You want to avoid that as much as possible. You don't want to break the wings, because if you do, Modernia will start going into like a rage mode. She will start throwing missiles around, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. Also, something important, as you can see, I'm ignoring all the bombs. You don't need to break the bombs. There is a little bit more RNG, but you can skip all of them. How do you skip all of them? When they start coming towards you, when you see the animation of Modernia throwing the bombs, you cover. That's it, nothing else. It's pretty simple, actually. A lot of people don't know this. I always try to explain these things when we do our live streams, but there's small things that you can't miss. Also, we got hit, so if we get hit again to volume, she will probably die. That's it. Once again, you can skip most of the bombs, you don't need to worry about it. Something really important also is the damage that 2B is doing. Her burst, it's so strong, bro. It's so strong. Also, when it comes to a lot of the units in this game, And moreover, 2B, we are getting more and more options towards building team around specific units that previously were super niche. So for example, now we can build teams around volume, which since day one was only cake, but you didn't really want to use her because there just were better options. But now we can make use of volume. And now we can also make use of HP buffers, which previously were a little bit bad. Right? So let me show you damage. Again, fully invested Drake versus really not super invested to be only one piece of overload. That mass skill, it's 10 out of 10. So we press tab. You can see 2B 22 million, Drake 15 million, Noir 13. Now you might be thinking, well, that Drake is not bursting, so it's not that good really. I'm gonna be running once again this swapping. Now I'm gonna be including Scarlet, so you can see the difference. And the thing with Drake is she can be an off burst when it comes to shotgun teams, because Noir burst is gonna benefit more her than her actual burst. But we'll be running multiple tests so you can actually see how this works. So let's run the second team, and I'm gonna do exactly the same. I'm just gonna put Drake here so you can see what's the difference between bursting or not bursting with her, and you can still see the damage that 2B is providing. If this video is 8 minutes long already, I will probably skip this. If not, you will see this on a speed up version. You know, I'm going to start making all the videos 8 minutes because we need to pay for our waifus, guys. We need to pay for them. So we skip once again on the boobas and we just keep going. Right, and that's it for Modernia. I'm bursting with 2B and with Drake. Drake might be having a little bit more DPS right now, so we'll see. But still, I think 2B is gonna be on top. So let me show you. And once again, 22 million, 21 point something. Pretty good. Once again, 2B, same damage. Drake is doing 16 now, and Noir is doing 12. So it doesn't really change. 2B is still doing a shit ton of damage. You know, sorry for the vocabulary. And then lastly, let's run the test everyone probably wants, which is a Scarlet, right? How does she compare to Scarlet? Also, a lot of people are using D for this boss. You don't really need D. It's a nice unit to have, that's for sure, but you don't need her. And also something really important before I forget, if you are using volume, her buff takes like a second to apply, a little bit less than a second. So you don't want to spam your burst when you are using volume. You want to let the auto do its thing because it's actually better. It's gonna be actually applying the buff, and 2B can use it a lot better. That's it. The rest is going to be exactly the same for all the fights. Okay, that's it for the electric team with 2B, Mast, Volume, Scarlet, and then lastly we have a Noir in there just for the attack buff, because why not? You can run whatever you want on the third slot. So we go to tap, and as you can see, 2B is doing 24, and Scarlet, which died at the last moment, so it doesn't count. It was a good match. Scarlet did 22. They're doing the same damage, and this is a full invested Scarlet. Fully overload, yes, not the helmet. I don't have a helmet. 10, 10, 10 on the skills, using the Youth Cube, everything, using Mask, which also benefits Scarlet, using Noir, which benefits both of them, and using Volume, which benefits both of them as well. So honestly, 2B it's being amazing. She is really a top tier DPS, but you will need to really invest in her, and you need the specific team compositions. If you don't have those team compositions, it's going to be a pain in the ass to properly utilize her. When I didn't have Mast, she was never catching up to my Scarlet. Now she is finally, right? So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with 2B, how she's turning out to be one of the best waifus we've gotten in this year, probably for me. And that's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to run some compositions against Modernia. Do let me know how 2B is working out for you. If she's going, is she's being a strong girl or not? That's it, boys. That's it. That's going to be it for this video. I really had fun with this one. Once again, we're close to 3,000. Super grateful, super happy. Consider subscribing and leaving a like. Thank you to all the supporters for making this content possible. Good luck with your poll degenerates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことです。